Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. The top 100 NFL list released yesterday, it's voted by the players, and the list has some crazy stuff, especially when you get to top 10, and y'all look crazy. To see Mahomes at number 4, so I'm gonna get into more when I go through this list. Mahomes at number 4 was crazy. Mahomes at number 4, TJ Watt at number 8, he should be top 5 as well. And some other things that happened and occurred on this list, so we're gonna dive into more of that. But that's absolutely crazy right there. So we're gonna see what happens. And yeah, this list is very wild list. Let's start off first. At 100, we got Zaire Franklin, linebacker in Dallas Colts, and we got Levante David. At 99, Cam Hayward. Now Cam Hayward, don't get me wrong, I'm a Steelers fan. He missed a lot of games. He missed like 9 games last year, I think 8 or 9 games. So I'm surprised he made the list. But when he did play, he was effective. He missed some plays here and there and stuff. But he missed a lot of games too, so him on the list. And Terry McLaurin at 97, that's a very low spot. Deion Dawkins, Buffalo Bills at 96. Julian Love, 95. 94, you got the Trevor Lawrence. 93, you got Harrison Smith. Now this is where we start going crazy. At 92, you got Aaron Rodgers. Now Aaron Rodgers is an amazing player, don't get me wrong. Future Hall of Famer, amazing player. One of the best players like that. All that stuff he be drinking, taking Percocets and all type of stuff. I don't know what he been doing lately. He been going crazy. But he only played 1 snap, I think. Was it 2 snaps? 1 or 2 snaps, and his leg snapped, or his Achilles snapped, and he was gone. Like that for the rest of the season. So how is he 92 on the list? I know the players voted, but still, you get the players like, well, he didn't play this season, so we're gonna kind of void him off the list. Like, we're not gonna put him on here. They still voted him on the list, even though he didn't really play. He didn't play a full game. He played like 30 seconds. He went out there. His best highlight was running out there with the flag, like this is the Olympics, and then his Achilles went on snap. So maybe this season he'd be very good, but they got him at 92 for the top 100 players of this past year, 2023, 2024, which doesn't make any sense. Now let's dive into, of course, the next one is 91, Tariq Woolen. Devontae Smith at 90, Buda Baker at 89, Chris Lindstrom at 88, Hassan Reddick at 87, 86 you got Saquon Barkley, 85 you got Tristan Wirfs, 84 you got DK Metcalf. I'm probably screwing some of these names up too probably. 83 you got Derwin James, of course. Wait, Derwin James. Okay, I'm tripping. I'm thinking of somebody else. Never mind. I'm thinking somebody else. Montez Sweat at 82, 81 you got Kirk Cousins. And then Kirk Cousins got injured about week 5 or 7, week 6, 7-ish, around that range. He had some pretty good numbers though. Sam Laporta for the Detroit Lions, I think he should be a little higher. Laporta did a good job because it's crazy. The Lions found back-to-back great tight ends. They had T.J. Hockenson, they traded him to the Vikings, and then Laporta just came right in and fell right in, almost like an all-pro like tight end. So they found back-to-back great tight ends. So Laporta probably should be higher, especially I'm a Steelers fan, but Minkah Fitzpatrick at 79, he missed a lot of games last year. And he was a Pro Bowler last year based on popularity, but he missed a lot of games last year. So he got him at 79, a little high. Kyron Williams, the Rams running back, Los Angeles. Trey Hendrickson, you got him at 77. You got Dre Greenlaw, 76. Justin Herbert at 75. Jesse Bates at 74. Jeremy Simmons at 73. Garrett Wilson at 72. Larry Tunsil. I like Larry Tunsil. He did a pretty good job. He's been a stable for that offensive line with the Texans. You got Amari Cooper at 70, Cooper Kupp at 69, Daniel Hunter at 68, Teron Armstead at 67, Brandon Ayuk, 66. I think he'd be a little higher unless he had a big time year. Was he All Pro last year? He was second team All Pro. He was something. He had a big season last year. Jordan Poyer, he had him at 65. You got Patrick Queen at 64, Jalen Waddle at 63, Bradley Chubb at 62, Justin. I ain't gonna say last name. The defensive tackle from the Baltimore Ravens. He did pretty good last year too. So he's at he was a Pro Bowler last year if I'm not mistaken. He had 61. Raheem Mostert, who had all those touchdowns last year, he's at 60. Bobby Wagner at 59. Christian Wilkins at 58. Justin Simmons at 57. Stephon Diggs at 56. Even though he kind of decreased a lot of his numbers kind of dropped last year, but some of this is based on popularity as well. The players like, oh, this guy's still one of the best. I go against him. But you think they'll take consideration of what happened last season and be like, oh, well, last season I didn't really play against him because he was injured. Like Aaron Rodgers being on the list, but he was injured, so I can't really say how he was last year. But I guess they're going based off of the greatness, overall of the career. Brian Burns at 55. He's on the Giants now because he got traded. Jonathan Allen 54. Zach Martin 53. Patrick Surtain 52. Keenan Allen. I thought Patrick Surtain should be a little higher. He's very good, all pro level type guy. Keenan Allen at 51. Rashawn Gary at 50. Derrick Henry at 49. Jared Goff at 48. Hayden Hutchinson. He should be higher too. He played pretty good last year as well. Antoine Winfield, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 46. Jamar Chase, 45. Mario Davis, 44. Cal Hamilton, he should be higher as well. He did a good job at safety for the Ravens. They found them a gem with him. You also got 42. Matthew Stafford, Lane Johnson, 41. Devontae Adams at 40. Joe Burrow, now he started off the season very terrible. He had the calf injury. He kind of heated up a little bit, then he got injured. So I don't know if he should be this high. They got him at 39. I think he's still going based off of like previous years stuff as well. Maybe some of the players looking at that. Sauce Gardner at 38. Quentin Williams, all pro. On defensive tackle. The Williams brothers are very good. At 37, I feel like he should be higher on the list. He's one of the best interior D linemen we have. Tua Tagovailoa is 36. Okay, Tua did a good job last year. I guess he fall in 30 range like that. But I probably put Quentin Williams higher than him like that. I think he had a better season, better play than Tua. Tua did pretty good. He just kind of fell off at the end of the year a little bit. Jordan Love at 34. Puka Nacua at 33. Quincy Williams at 32. Darren Bland at 31. That's the Cowboys corner who had all those pick sixes. He went crazy last year. Deebo Samuel at 30. Khalil Mack at 29. He did that one big game where he had like 6 or 7 sacks in the game, which is kind of inflated his numbers a little bit. But overall, he did still do pretty good. But I don't know if he should be that high at 29. Brock Purdy at 28. Nick Bosa, 27. Mike Evans at 26. They had 1,000 yards on like 8 straight seasons now. Jalen Ramsey at 25. I feel like he shouldn't be that high because he missed like half the season because he had that injury. So he was gone. He had a meniscus tear. He was gone for like 8-9 games. He came back and did pretty good. Of course, he still played good football in those games he did play, but I don't know if he should be this high on the list, but the players voting him that high. Dexter Lawrence, 24. Amon St. Brown, 23. He should be higher too. He was all pro last year. Penny Sewell on Detroit Lions, 22. AJ Brown at 21. I probably put St. Brown over AJ Brown in general because of the production they had last year. C.J. Stroud at 20. Roquan Smith at 19. You got Justin Jefferson at 18. You got Micah Parsons at 17. Dak Prescott at 16. Jalen Hurts at 15. I think Dak should be higher than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, his numbers last year wasn't the best. Now he still did some. He was productive. Had the 16 rushing touchdowns. Put some good solid passing numbers. Wasn't the best that it was the year before. But Dak Prescott was like an MVP candidate. I thought he should be higher on this list. But that's what the players got and voted for. George Kittle at 14. CeeDee Lamb at 13. Josh Allen at 12. Fred Warner at 11. Now we get to the top 10. You got Max Crosby with the Raiders at 10. Travis Kelce at 9. They got TJ Watt at 8. Well, I think Watt, I'm a Steelers fan, so maybe a little biasness in it, but I think Watt should be top 5 at least. 19 sacks. Now, a guy who put up 19 sacks, who is top 5 in a lot of statistical categories, gotta be top 5 like that. A dominant force. When his team doesn't have him, they 1-10. Like, come on, he gotta be up there higher. Trent Williams at 7. You got Chris Jones at 6. You got Myles Garrett at 5, of course. They love Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's a good player, don't get me wrong, but I thought they'd be boosting it. Like, they make it like he's so much better than TJ Watt. I thought they both, either you can say they both on par, or you say Watt slightly better. Because Watt, I don't think the best season that Myles Garrett has had has never been better season than what TJ Watt has. TJ Watt got multiple seasons that are better than Myles Garrett's best season. I think which was probably last year. He won the defensive player of the year. And Watt got multiple seasons that's better than that. Then you look at Patrick Mahomes at 4, which is crazy. You think Mahomes be the number 1, winning 2 straight Super Bowls? You think he'd be number 1 up there on the list like that? Super Bowl MVP as well. I thought the list like coming in like, okay, number 1 and 2 probably be Mahomes or Lamar Jackson, or maybe Lamar Jackson Mahomes, but that was different. They switched the list up. Chris McCaffrey was at 3 in front of Mahomes. Lamar Jackson at 2. So even he wasn't number 1. They put Tyreek Hill at number 1. He did do a good job throughout the most of the season. He kind of slowed down a little bit at the beginning, but I still don't feel like he's a better player in general than Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes. I feel like they should switch that around a little bit. But Hill is number 1 on the list. The players voted for it, so that's the list they got. As I was going through, you guys heard they got to switch around. Top 10, I definitely put Watt up there in top 5 position. I move Watt up there to number 5, and I'll move Myles Garrett down to number 6 and switch everything go down like that. Everything go back down a little bit, and then I'll move, of course, Mahomes to number 1, Lamar Jackson number 2, Tyreek Hill number 3, then Chris McCaffrey number 4. Like that, I probably do in that sense. Like that probably be my top 5 right there. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the top 100 list for the players. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.